Историята до тук. Археологът Алия Еласра и роботът Сикс са последите на древна обсерватория, наречена Трезора, в която покойният колега на Алия, робототехникът Яник Иренба, е смятал, че може да бъде открита тайната за спасяване на Небула от мрака. В процеса на търсене Алия разбира, че доктор Ренба е извършвал разкопки на отдалечена луна и при огледа й тя намира останките от древен кораб с огромни размери. Впоследствие открива имперско гробище, в което успява да активира холограмен запис на отдавна загинал владетел. От него тя разбира за нова локация – Вехнещия палат. След кратка визита в Айокския университет и напрегнат разговор с професор Мияри, Алия пътува до търговска луна от стоманената ера. На нея тя и Сикс намират Аамир, озовал се там неволно употребявайки отдавна забравена функция на телепортиращите устройства. Връщат го в Елборет и продължават търсенето си. Време е да продължим към колибката на Орой. Орой си artist this way. Farwet, I see you got rid of your men somewhere. What do you mean by that? Well, he's not still trailing you like a dog. I knew you'd get tired of him. He wanted to go back to the moon where he hurt his arm. He was probably looking for the other one. What other one? The woman. Renba didn't return all his laborers. Said he'd come back with her, but I haven't seen him yet. That's interesting to know. We know that already though. It's not interesting. It's a loss in my books. Can't trust Yoxians. In here. Да, мизерници яко. Робовладелеца каза, не може да се довериш на юксийците. I hope your friend is still here, mistress.
I heard a sound like someone dropping a bag of rice or falling out of bed.
Ah, Alia. Good, quickly. Come in. That thing you brought in. You've still got it? Of course I do. That is a relief. Just because I live on Elboret doesn't make me whatever it is you are. Where did you even find it? How? From a moon in the eye of the cyclones. I hope you didn't go there twice. The real puzzle is, did you ever hear of the Great Forge? A moon used in the early empire for crafting complex devices. I've never seen anything so obviously made there before. Did you say device? Devices, нали? I think this sort of thing was common in the Holy Empire. Things people wore, things they carried, they were all functional. Active. But did you find what the crown does? No. I have no idea. I didn't try to turn it on. Why not? Alia, it's hundreds of years old. I mean, perhaps if I knew what it was powered by, but if I put the wrong amount of flow through it, I'll smoke the foil. I don't think we'll stay friends. But you could try. See what happens. Mistress Professor Miyari is waiting for the crown. You don't mind the risks? I'll most likely burn it out. You think that's likely? It is possible. We'd better not. По-разумния вариант. I might be able to find out more about how it works in another way. This forgery, is it real, not just a myth? It must have been real and huge, employing hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Where? I have no idea. You are the archaeologist. The crown, Oroi, I need it back. And in one piece. Honestly, I'd rather it wasn't here. I'll keep it safe. I found a strange shard of crystal. I thought you might be able to tell me what it is. I'm a technic, not a mystic healer, so I don't know. Rest it on your belly and see if it helps you break wind. I think it's a little more than that. I think it's a crystal significant to the Empire. More than just decoratively. You've got my interest, I'll take a look. Give her the shard. I'll do it tonight, maybe. Thank you, Oroi. Show her the metal hoop. I found a strange metal hoop. A hologram came out of it. Let me see. I recognized it immediately, of course. The neck hoop from a robot, but it won't do anything without a core. It needs something to project. Last thing I noticed is it's badly made. Robots are beautifully, delicately crafted machines. This is an Empire period copy. How is this shop working out? Still slow. See you around, Alia, Elasra. Окей. Нека да се махаме. Нека да изчезваме с роботко. Shall we leave now, mistress? Do it. Be champions. Leave the moon. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elboreth. Continue. Aboard the Nightingale, we returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. I can't keep this from Miari much longer. I'm sure she is desperate to see it. But I'm desperate to not show it to her. Я да им картата. Елборет. Сега очевидно Age of Sail Site и Withering Palace. Time to move on. I will ready the tackle, mistress. We found evidence of a moon lost out in the great darkness beyond the nebula. As always, over the centuries, така somewhere distant. Вау, това е абсолютно нелепо да го търся чак там. Age of Sail Site. The Withering Palace, после ще го намерим. Eagle's Pass. Sailing to an Age of Sail Site in the Withering Ways via Eoxian space. The route leads straight ahead here, mistress. How old is the nightingale, mistress? I'm not sure. Almost 1,500 years old, maybe. Добре.
They say on Elbereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back. But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Either river ahead continues to our destination. At the next junction, mistress. Истината е, че сега вече започваме да влизаме в непознати води, май. You did not think to give your ship to the curators on Eox? I mean, are you nuts? She's an archaeological find, after all. Do you think I should give this ship to Eox? It would seem to me to be your job. But I'm new to this, of course. Eox doesn't like people to have ships. They would have burned her. The path turns left, mistress, as should we. Your ship is no secret, mistress. Professor Miari knows you sail, of course. Miyari lets me do what I like. I don't really know why. The Withering Ways по-скоро. There's an unexplored river to the left that I believe will also reach our destination. Щом е неизследвана, веднага я правя. I could sail forever. Interesting, mistress. Could you sail forever, or would you run out of sky? You should turn left shortly, mistress. And then right. And then right again. Our data suggests the Age of Sail site should be in this vicinity. View possible locations. Добре. Наляво. Първото наляво. This is an area of weaker flow once more, mistress. Mistress, there is some kind of ruin of the distance ahead. This site appears to date from the Age of Sail, mistress. Wait, mistress. I recovered a compass engraved with outline of yardarm just lying out there. The casing has been decorated. Wow! Библията! This is the start of a fragment of text. Очевидно, your sail. Нещо Goddess. Ма това не е Goddess, нещо. Точно не е Goddess. Има нещо друго. I've done something wrong. Goddess е точно това, което не е така. Окей. Your sail you again. Така. Не you. Това е your. I believe you can be confident in your translation of again. Remember sail. Така. Return within back. Това може да е back. Sail back. Pilgrim pray fight. Това е нещо като бог. Freedom. Offer. Това е почти също като Goddess. Pray. Offer може да е. Offer sell back. Your. Не. Remember, sell back your mother again. Примерно. Remember, sell back your mother again. Нямам никаква идея дали е това. Въобще не е това сигурно, но... До степен, до която съм убеден, че нещо не е както трябва. I would say that this comes from the same site as the statue and the main fragment we found before. We've got a lot of leads on the Age of Sail site now. This should make the site easier to find. We are sailing normally once more. Mistress, there is another shipwreck some distance away on the right, but it's not the one we are navigating for. The Nightingale herself must be an Age of Sail ship. She's about the right age, I think. And she's still river-worthy after all this time. There's a path in the water. The ruin here appears to date from the Age of Sail, Mistress. This should only take a few moments, Mistress. I found a piece of nebula chart. I wonder how long it's been out there. It would seem to be marked. Huh. Имам познати. This one is a stained fragment from an even... нещо си. Stars. Очевидно. Above. Сигурно. People. From stars above, сигурно. I'm sure my translation of people is correct, and above must be right as well. Huh. People. Needed stars above. Може би. Life for. Life for dead. Ага, живот за мъртвите. Да, очевидно е живот за мъртвите. People after stars above, може би. Beyond, не. Wanted. Low. Away. People wanted stars above. Needed. Does people needed stars above work? What the fuck happened? This comes from the same place as the compass and the statue, I think. We've got a lot of information on the Age of Sail site now. We should make its location easier to find. What are these sparkles? I've not seen anything like them. Ice particles, mistress. Suspended in what is left of the river here. We are back within our search zone, mistress. It feels good to be back on a real river again. Добре. Unexplored ruin. Трябва да погледна отблизо. Не, сега вървя в грешната посока. Това беше грешната посока, нали? It's hard to believe this might have once been a busy waterway. Къде въобще отиваме? Да, окей, сега трябва наляво и после пак наляво и наляво. A place filled with people coming and going. It seems so empty now. People are highly transient, mistress. They are forever moving around. There's a branch coming. Naляво. Turn left here to continue searching. I think we found it. There's not enough room to land the ship, mistress. I will ready the hopper. An age of sail site. What was this place?
This moon was nothing but cold, cruel rock. It could never have been home to anyone. And yet, someone had been here. And someone was still standing guard.
Mountains, Yadavim. This is an unforgiving place. Were there any other surfaces at all? None. This moon appears most rugged. There must have been something important about this place. Something that made this thing worth building. The guardian of this place. We've seen this one before, Six, the Sky God. What are you doing here? I don't see a way up there. Why would you want to climb up there, mistress? Can you not see him from here where you stand? I'm an archaeologist. But why must humans insist on standing on things to understand them? Good questions, man. Good questions, but perhaps this path leads around the statue. Up here, Six. And don't complain. Camel's teeth.
The path ended at the edge of an enormous crater.
That's precisely why.
Where a mountain had been plucked out like a rotten tooth. And something had been built across the wound.
What are we looking at? I have no idea, mistress. Can you scan it, Six? Scan it? Scan for what, mistress? It is a hole. It clearly is not just a hole. Scan it for everything. Here is something, mistress, which may or may not be interesting. The tiles lining its surface are metallic pottery composite. What composite? Metallic pottery. Heat resistant, reflective, conductive. Слънчев панел или нещо. Mistress, is something the matter? Или сателит? I'm detecting certain elevated emotional markers. Like what? Shortness of tone, mistress. Lack of compromise. Markers. People left offerings at the feet of the god. One got stuck in the crack between the stones. Someone came to this miserable moon. A copper sextant. I would estimate it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. That's quite a thing to offer to a god. This thing is strange. I've never seen anything made to this quality before. The casing seems to be inscribed. This one is several words. Will. Us. All. Vault will. Не. Ship will. Значи имаме go и ship може би. Ship will. Нещо toward save us all. Може би е save. Да. Новия ковчег. Ship will save us all. Save us? Save us from what? A great darkness. I think this comes from the same source as the chart in the book. And the book that I discovered floating in the space. It must have been common to travel between two sites. This would help us work out where to look for a moon further out. Така than seen before in Neshko. Where did they even get enough metal for this crater? Don't people sift streams for iron dust? There are richer seams on some older moons, I believe, but there doesn't appear to be a considerable wealth of metal here. Древните са си правили каквото си искат, човеко. There are markings here. This one is broken piece from an even longer нещо си plant. Значи guards. Plant очевидно не е вярно според мен. Не, serpents нещо си. Да, serpents. Garden. Точно така. Divine. Не, нещо не е както трябва. I've done something wrong. Divine е проблема. Точно така. Guards. Serpent. Garden. God. I'm convinced my translation of guards is right. But my translation of garden is off. Serpent's tooth, очевидно. Gold guard serpent's tooth. That will do for now. It shouldn't do. I will translate the first piece. Mate, come on, dude. Абе, май имаше нещо в началото. Или беше само за красота? Май беше само за красота. Добре, Serpent's Tool, добре. Не е Serpent's Garden, добре. Може да е I. Light People. Може да е I. Окото на змията по-скоро ще бъде. Защото тук има светлина, а окото вижда светлината, знаете как е. Except... Wait, mistress. What is it? I have found something. Gravity, mistress. I'm coming down. The gravity within the crater is lower than the gravity outside it. Are you saying you can see gravity? Indeed, mistress. After a fashion. I wonder why you can see gravity. Someone must have made you that way. Although my eyes can see most flows of momentum, mistress. Useful when flying, I suppose. Seeing gravity. Useful, certainly. Я да видим дали има нещо там. How old would you say the site was, Six? Based on the weathering of the god statue, nearly 1,500 years old. Back when the age of sail was flourishing. Although this place doesn't look very flourishing to me. I mean... This looks like a way down. Catch me if I fall, Six. What an idiotic remark.
Ledge halfway down was wide enough for walking. Wide enough for robots too.
There's something at the center. A cover. It looks like it has handles. A covered well. But there's no way I'd keep my balance on this slope if I try to climb down, and there are some big holes to go sliding into. Unless we can find a section that hasn't shattered. Намерих аз. How can the gravity be low? Is this dish some kind of a machine? Some kind of, I don't know, lens? This dish is just what it appears, mistress. A curved tile floor. But perhaps the moon's density itself is low. This section of the slope looks intact. no gaps between here and the lower level. I could slide until you reach the bottom, mistress, where there is a sizable hole. True. Since that bridge collapsing on the garden moon, I don't want anything else going wrong. But perhaps we might explore elsewhere first. Да, така е. Имаме една къщичка, в която да изследваме.
The scale of the place was mind-boggling. It must have been built by giants for giants.
By the wind. The air is so thin here. Take your time to recover, mistress. Evidently, it is clear this place was intended for robot workers. This looks like a door. Only it won't open. There isn't even enough gap to get the poker through. By all the Waken waters. Can you batter it down, Six? No, mistress. I could use the button, however. The locking mechanism is internal and magnetic. Oh. Shame on me then. There. Well done, Six.
A dark, cramped space, stuffed with metal and pipes and wires. It was like I'd turned into an ant and was now crawling around inside the robot.
Let's see what's up here. Look at it. It's beautiful. Whatever it is. О, има букви, има текст. Someone oversaw this site from here. But oversaw what? It can't have been a good job. It's comfortable, cramped. Uncomfortable, cramped. But robots do not care. Там има текст, между другото. Телескоп. Some kind of a tripod. There was something here once. An instrument of some kind. It is the wrong shape for a winch. I've seen this kind of tripod before. It is the same as the one on the Yannick's moon. On the roof of the Hermitage near Mercy. Angled to look at the center of the crater, or else tilted up to the sky. Impossible to say for sure. Какво пише на текста там, не съм сигурен. Нещо е написано. This one is a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. Read. Loving. Не. You. So those can be the glyphs for read after all. And my translation of loving isn't right either. Поне научих, че две неща не са ми правилни. Free. Open. You. Това е не е time, сигурно. Buy. Едно за едно. Това е размяна. Buy. Едно за едно точка. free. Back before. Това може би before. Before you buy. Read before you buy. Не. Open before you buy. Open before you buy. I cannot tell for sure. Има и нещо вътре, между другото. This one is not empty. A telescope. The ladies in grey on Elboret had a telescope on the roof. They encourage us to look at Eox through it and dream, so this place is an observatory. Let's see now. Oh! There's no eyepiece. What's the use of that? Take it. This looks like it comes free. There's an inscription on it. The precision required for this. It's amazing, honestly. This is one of the end is broken. Така, окей. Добре, reverse. Winds, не. Places. Me. All. Take me. All places. I can add my translation for places to my dictionary now. Take me all places where rivers flow, може би. Does take me all places where rivers flow makes sense. Some kind of lantern. Definitely not a flagpole. There are no ropes and no fittings for any ropes. Evidently it's a signal mast. A beacon. For sending something somewhere. Eox has a similar for sending messages. Where does the mast send to 6? Just wait, mistress. Yes, I believe I can deduce that. But it's hardly accurate enough to pinpoint a target. Does this one work? I do not believe so, mistress. It seems a lot of wiring here has been rendered purely decorative by time. Some kind of control panel. В началото явно съм говорил, нищо не съм могъл да кликна. Did they have children working here? 6, can you operate this? That one controls the temperature on the floor, mistress. This one, however, appears more interesting. Can you work it out? I already have. There. I have activated the panel. Open the door, 6. Mistress? Не бе, човек. It would seem the power to this control is not entirely functional. Presumably the system has not been used or maintained in some time. Are you saying we are trapped in here? After a fashion, yes. Maybe I can repair it. Вкарай един шут, бе. Though I have no idea how it works. Or Roy would know. Any ideas, Six? Six. Where did you go? Ah! Six. Окей. Това беше добра идея. Mistress? That was impressive, Six. Thank you, Mistress. It appeared to have solved the problem. Escape. I have fixed the lock, Mistress. It will not close again. Climb down. So what's this place? We know it was run by robots. An observatory? The crater was definitely made for a purpose. Part of the system of collecting data, perhaps. We have obtained two ancient artifacts here, the sextant and the telescope device. It would seem this site was connected to others. May I activate the hopper now, Mistress? Soon, not yet. Climb down. Well then, I will float down. You coming? I will follow. On my threads. Here goes. By the goddess. Made it. Can we make the climb back? Ordinarily, I would say no. The air is thin, as you observed. However, in this case, I believe it will be possible. The gravity is really low. I feel like a child again. I'm glad to hear that. I wouldn't want to be stuck down here. Evidently, it is of no concern, Mistress. There's always the hopper. Добре. Тук има някаква тайна. Climb the slope. A hatch? Six, it's warm. Mistress, please. Surely it can be powered. It may draw power from the rivers. Given the curious gravity effect, there was perhaps once an upriver here, по-скоро. An upriver? For launching ships. Then this surface we are on is a dock. What is this thing? I cannot tell, Mistress. It resembles a well. But I do not believe there's a wellspring anywhere here. There's some writing up there around the rim. Shock. Чак сега го видях. Хаха. Да бе, да. Я да го видим сега това писание. Какво ще каже? There's a few words on this one. Нещо за дом. Както изглежда. Myself. Us. Не, welcome по-скоро. And be welcome. This doesn't feel right. And be welcome here. I believe you are correct with here, mistress. That's a lot of glyphs, but I'm sure it translates as welcome. Land here and be welcome. A landing bay, just as we thought. If this crater really had an upriver at that hatch, that raises so many questions. Where has the river gone? Was it artificial? Can you make a river? Divert one? Pull that cover. Let's see if I can. An opening, mistress. Opening? Look down. How far down do you think it goes, 6? I could not say, mistress. Can you shine a light down there? After a fashion, mistress. Crystals. It's lined with iolite crystals, like the one Renba left on Mercy. Jump inside. Това е лудост. Но го правя. Let's see where this goes. Do not move, mistress. If you attempt to annihilate yourself by entering a vertical drop, I will hopper you immediately. And if you are falling, I might only get half of you. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Please stop. It is abundantly clear that you do not. Step away. Step back. Alright, alright. Really, mistress? Your obedience is appreciated. Did you say obedience? I am not obedient. Very good, mistress. So long as you do what I say, I do not mind the verb you use. I just want a closer look. We went to all that trouble to get this thing open. No, mistress. I will stay right beside you and will not change my mind on this matter. Please. Let us return to the upper ring level. Away from temptation. If there was an upriver here, then what was the hatch for? Why was it closed? Closing off a river? Let's go then. There's nothing more here. Back to the ship, mistress. I can simply hopper us if you prefer. Do it. I don't see what else we can learn here. Stand by, mistress. And so we left the surface of the cratered moon with the ramps. Така, много интересно се заплита играта. Нека да видим какво ще ми каже на кораба. Aboard the Nightingale, we returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. A strange find, that crater. Some kind of landing bay for ships. But why land there at all? There's nothing on this moon apart from the bay itself, except the crystals. Good point, the iolite shards. Definitely the same crystals as inside the hatch in the metal crater. Must have been useful somehow for making up the upriver, the telescope device, from the roof of the cratered moon. I still don't really understand what this thing is. Some kind of robot contraption for robots? Така. The tile. The tile from outside the domed market moon where Amir had been stranded. I know it's broken, but it's still beautiful. You can see the brush marks from where it was painted. Hard to believe it, but every tile on that building was painted identically by hand. The human capacity for inflicting tedium is така, не inflicting, ами... Да, inflicting tedium is fascinating или нещо такова каза. Окей. Добре.